This is Lee from Crashtesthobby showing you how to build the Assassin, which is the toughest plane on the planet. When you get your kit, you'll see in the box that you have these parts, including laminate. Instructions can be found at our website at Crashtesthobby.com. Assassin can be built with or without fins. Both variations are going to be shown here. Clean the cores by rubbing them together, or you can just use a razor and shave off the little fibers. If you are going to build the Assassin to fly without fins, you'll need to cut 2 inches by 2 inches off of the front corners of the wing. You cut both exactly the same and make sure you're using a new razor blade to make sure the foam cuts smoothly. Put them together, make sure they're exactly the same or the plane won't track straight. Use a low temperature hot glue gun to glue the cores together. Then take a brand new razor blade and cut a slit around the outside edge of the wing. This is to install the shock cord, which keeps the plane from coming apart in collisions. Put baking soda on the shock cord to act as a catalyst for the CA glue. I've got baking soda in that basting syringe. I work the string, the cord, into the slit, and using a Phillips screwdriver, insert it into the slot all the way around the wing. This keeps the wing from splitting in the back, where most planes will split in a head-on impact. If you've seen our videos, you'll realize how much of an impact these planes can take, where they can hit a brick wall and not come apart. Now, using CA glue, I like the thin CA glue, go around and glue the shock cord in place. Beware of the fumes. The fumes can burn your eyes and your throat if you inhale them. We're now going to cut the angles on the elevons. Line the elevon up and trim the edges so that you get the right angle for the tip. Make sure as you're doing this that you cut both a right and a left elevon. It's easy to get 2 cut for one side. This corner off the back is only for appearance, has nothing to do with flight. Now we're going to do the same thing again, but this is for a plane that is a finless wing that has a front corner cut off. Notice that we're trimming off the back angle of the wing instead of off the 2x2 cutout. Once again, make sure you're cutting a right and a left. I'm trimming the back angle for appearance. Looks really good on this wing. It's where we started using it, with the front angle and the back angle. Now we're going to go and we're measuring back 6.5 inches for the spar. This will also mark the center of gravity. We're cutting into the bottom of the plane. Just make sure by measuring down the front edge that the spar is straight across the middle of the wing. Double check that the spar is straight and pin your straight edge in place. And then use a sharp razor blade and cut a 1/2 inch deep slit. Sand the spar so that the glue will stick better. Sand it enough that the shine comes off, but not enough to weaken it. Measure the metal so that it's easier to insert, and press it into the slot. Put baking soda along the spar, once again to act as a catalyst for the CA glue. Flexing the wing will help the baking soda go into the slit, and put CA glue along the spar. You can actually see some of the fumes coming off that. Now on the Formica motor mount, mark the center so that you can line it up. You want to make sure that the holes in the motor mount are not directly over the spar. You don't want to damage the spar while putting screws or cutting a bomb drop in the motor mount. And apply the glue to the foam, not the Formica, or it will cool too quickly. We're now going to put extreme tape on the wing. First piece on the bottom goes across the spar, and from the motor mount and that piece of tape forward I put rows of tape. This tape has a breaking strength of over 150 pounds per inch. Adds an incredible amount of strength to the plane. Take a sharp razor blade and trim off the excess. We're now going to put extreme tape on the top of the wing. We put one piece directly over the spar, and another piece on the nose of the plane. Then tape the leading edges. This is done the same whether you're building to fly finless or with fins. Split the tape and wrap that nose, which takes most of the impact, and trim the tape at the end. The foam won't crush, and the extreme tape keeps the foam from tearing, so between the two you have an extremely durable plane. We're now going to reinforce the area between the elevons. Put a piece of 6-inch tape going each direction, and this helps to protect the wing around the motor between the elevons. Drill holes for the motor mount, and we're only temporarily mounting the motor mount so that we can get the proper clearance for the elevons. You want a 1/2-inch clearance between the elevon and the prop. And you want to make sure you have both a right and a left elevon. Put them in place and make sure you have your clearance. You can paint the foam with Krylon Fusion paint or other paints for plastics before you laminate, and actually laminate over the top. This is my quick paint job. Entire paint job was probably done in less than 5 minutes. Actually blending the paint with good old rattle can paint. If you are building a plane that will use fins, go ahead and paint the fins to whatever color you're going to color your plane. Thanks for watching. This is Lee from Crashtesthobby. There are other videos showing the laminating of the plane and installation and wiring of electronics.